Hi and welcome to Best in Tesla. So most people are getting that the robots are coming. Not everyone realizes just how huge the market will be, which will also mean that there will be many players in the market. But I think many don't get how far ahead Tesla really is and why they will be impossible to catch, and why Tesla will be the dominating provider of labor in the market. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. So you might remember Herbert from Brighter with Herbert's interview with the CEO of Sanctuary that is also making humanoid robots. That said, he also thinks that Tesla is one of the leaders in humanoid robots. But what he also said back then, that the one getting to 1,000 robots first will win the race.
What we're interested in is being the first to deploy 1,000 robots. That's the marker that I've put internally. Where I think we will win if we get there first. 1,000 robots that actually do valuable work in the world. If we can get to there first, I think we are the ones who are going to deliver the first million, and then we'll be the ones who deliver the first billion. But you got to get to the first 1,000. So everybody's focused on that right now.
And we know that Tesla is aiming for at least 1,000 robots working in their factories this year. But in November, George Rose, the CEO of Sanctuary, did leave the company. So that is of course a big loss for Sanctuary, but after George Rose left his position as CEO of Sanctuary AI, he has moved on to focus on a new venture. He founded Snowdrop Quantum Application Corporation with the aim of finding and demonstrating real-world uses for quantum computing. This new company seeks to apply quantum technology in practical application, continuing Rose's long-standing interest in quantum computing from his early days with D-Wave systems. So he is now working on quantum computing, so not boring either, but we are still missing any news from Sanctuary about production goals. They did show off some very nice working hands in December, but that is the only news we have got lately. So Rose's goal of being the first to 1,000 robots doing useful tasks seems not to be in reach right now. But Tesla has already told us that they will have 1,000 robots working in their factories doing useful work this year. So I do think that Georgie is right that the one that will be the first to 1,000 useful robots will win the race. Not that they will be the only one in the game, but they will be the leader and will stay that way, as they will basically be impossible to catch. Like the CEO of Sanctuary said, Tesla solving it will also help them, as everyone will see that humanoid robots are a thing and you can buy them and get help doing tasks. So it's not like Tesla will just take the whole market, but they will dominate it. Because if Tesla will really have 1,000 robots doing useful tasks this year, by the end of 2025, Tesla's robot will be able to do maybe 1,000 different tasks. And in 2026, Elon said they are aiming for 50 to 100,000 robots produced. The amount of real-world data and things that many robots will learn is profound. And then let's say Sanctuary or Figure AI makes their first 1,000 robots. But then there will be an order of magnitude behind Tesla. So when they get to 50 to 100,000 units, Tesla will be making 500,000 units. So Tesla will constantly be ahead, getting more data than anyone else and have better economy of scale. So Tesla will have the most capable and affordable robot on the market, and they will basically be impossible to catch. Tesla will be the dominating provider of labor in the world. Not the only one, but the dominating one. Also because they have the know-how in-house for AI training compute, AI inference chips, manufacturing, batteries, electronics, and is already the king of complex supply chains. and they have the capital to get this off the ground in scale. Someone like Sanctuary did get some investment in July 2024, and with the new money, that brings the total investment in Sanctuary AI to more than $140 million to date, the company said in their release back in July. $140 million. That is peanuts for Tesla. They have invested $10 billion just in AI training compute in 2024 alone. $140 million won't get them very long in the ramp-up of expensive products. They still need a lot of money on R&D, but $140 million will not even get them to 10,000 humanoid robots if they cost $15,000 each to produce. So many startups simply just don't have the capital to make this work at a scale and a pace that Tesla does. And humanoid robots might seem like a nice-to-have thing, but they are actually a need-to-have thing in the future because of the collapsing birth rates. The birth rates in South Korea, for example, is so low that in 3 generations from now, 100 people will turn into 4. So because of collapsing birth rate around the world, some system will collapse if we don't get humanoid robots to automate all jobs that humans don't want to do. Not just because it's a good idea, but because we have to. We are going to need more labor. So being the company that can supply the most capable labor that never gets sick, never complain, is not in a union, and can do everything you want it to do, and it will be the most affordable labor as well, is probably going to be a good thing. I know some analysts don't see a lot of demand for humanoid robots, like Gary Black, who thinks the market is only about 1 million units. Or Ross Gerbers that think no one will want a humanoid robot. So if that is true, I guess I'm the only human on Earth that would love to have a humanoid robot helping out around the house. Yeah, I am in the completely other camp. I think the demand for humanoid robots or labor is going to be basically endless. And all of these progresses we are seeing with Tesla's AI and robotics is even starting to sink in with some investors that did not previously have Tesla's robots in their valuation of the company. By the way, that is going to be so fun to look back in 10 to 20 years when the Tesla story is all about robots and AI, and Tesla's automotive business has become completely irrelevant. When people say, can you believe investors didn't give any value to Tesla's humanoid robot? And now it is one of the most valued products we humans has ever created. But anyway, now investors are slowly starting to take it into their valuation model of Tesla, like Morgan Stanley, that just raised their stock price to $430 and their bull case to $800. And as they wrote in their note, as interest in autonomous vehicles continues to rise, we have undertaken the most extensive re-architecture and expansion of our Tesla Mobility robotaxis model since initially published in 2015. While autos still matters, we see embodied AI as the driver for upside to received $800 bull case. Reiterated top pick. Wow, and institutional investors talking about Tesla's embodied AI in the same sentence. Call me impressed. But they are lagging behind retail investors for about 3 years or so. And retail investors do also dare to look out in the future for more than just 12 to 18 months. Like ARK Invest that also dares to do that, as they only work with disruptive companies, so they need to have a longer time horizon to make sure the company's disruption gets time to play out. But most institutional investors are just constantly chasing after the disruptive companies as they don't see what is coming 3 to 5 years out in the future. And unfortunately for them, they always have to trim down their investment if they become too big. To me, that has always sounded so insane that if a company becomes too big and earns you too much money, you have to sell some of its stock. Glad I'm not an investment fund, so I had to sell some of my Tesla stock I bought back in 2018. That investment is so far up about 1,870%. And in my opinion, we're just getting started. Are there any institutional investors found that is up 1,870% in their portfolio since 2018? If you know of any, please let me know. But this is why I always say investing in Tesla is so easy. Buy and hold. I don't think too much about the ups and downs, just looking into the future, because it has never looked brighter for Tesla than it does today. But when looking at all the advances Tesla has and how fast their progress has been in robots, I can't understand how some investors still don't give any valuation to Tesla's humanoid robot. So they believe there is zero chance that Tesla will be able to build a humanoid robot. Have they not been following Tesla's progress with their robots over the last 2 years? I cannot understand how people, still with all the achievement Tesla has done in such a short amount of time, believe Tesla will not be able to build this robot. In my opinion, it's only a matter of time. And the market for humanoid robots is going to be huge, so there will be plenty of room for more than one company. So of course Tesla will be part of this endless market called humanoid robot. And if we should believe Tesla, that matter of time is basically now. Because they are still saying that Tesla will have 1,000 humanoid robots working in their factory this year. So according to Georgie Rose, that means that Tesla will win this one. And in my opinion, that also means they are going to be impossible to catch, as they will always be out in front with more humanoid robots collecting more data, learning more and faster than anyone else can, especially with the big lead in AI training compute cluster Tesla has as well. It is just like with Tesla's full self-driving cars. They are already so far ahead in collecting real-world data that it's basically impossible for anyone else to ever catch up. They will always be out in front, even when someone else eventually gets to a general solution for autonomy. Tesla will have more capable cars with better software and be more cost-effective. They will always stay out in front and be the leader. Tesla is set to become the unrivaled powerhouse in supplying labor to the world and worlds beyond.
And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.